Hey guys, and thanks for joining me back on the mat. This practice is going to be a little bit short, but that real ideal for mood shifting. If you are feeling a little bit flat, a little bit stuck, or just bored and meh, this is going to be just perhaps something just to get you out of your head and get things flowing and get you feeling maybe a little bit different. So to begin, start in a comfortable seat, connect to your core, find that length through the spine, notice the breath. Soften the shoulders, soften the jaw. Just begin to notice those sensations. When you're ready, your next inhale, sweep the arms right out to the sides and up to the sky. A lot of length, and sweep them down. Finding some flow here, we sweep back up and sweep them down. Palms are guiding the movement, a couple more like that. Next time the hands are to the sky, we'll find a twist, left hand across the body. A lot of length through the spine here, connection to the abdominals. With our breath, we sweep back through center, over to the left. You're finding a little bit of flow from side to side, twisting to the right and twisting to the left. Let the movement be as rhythmic as you can. If you're feeling clunky and stuck, maybe the flow, the rhythm is a bit hard to find, and that's okay. We can acknowledge that and allow that to be what it is today. But as best we can, we are allowing that awareness of breath to guide the movement. One more each side. Beautiful. We come back to center, shake it out, a little roll through the wrists, one way and then the other. Beautiful. Let's roll over into our tabletop position on our hands and knees here. Let's keep the hips nice and high, walking the hands forward, chest melts down for our puppy. We can rest the forehead on the mat and begin to tent the fingertips. Notice all that sensation through the back body, and then think about some movement through the spine like a cat-cow. We are rounding the spine to the sky while staying in this puppy position. And then as we breathe out, we melt the chest down. This is our next lot of movement. Find the rhythm, find the flow. And then begin to walk the hands in. Tuck the toes. We're sitting back on the heels. The knees are as wide as you are comfortable with. Interlace the fingers, press the hands away. Feel that space in the back body. And then begin to roll the hands up towards the ceiling. Maybe we look up to the sky. And just notice that shift through the spine. And then rolling down, rounding the spine back. We lift up, find length. If at any point you need to untuck the toes, feel free. Otherwise, just allowing that space to be there. Couple more. Next time the hands are to the sky, pause here, really look for that length. Not only are we reaching up tall, we're grounding down. Find that shift through the tailbone. Release the hands. They come forward out in front. We're going to lift the hips up for our downward dog. If you need that stillness, take it. Otherwise, we are pedaling out the legs or whatever movement you need here. The fingers are spread, the hands are pressing into the floor. We are connected with this posture. We're just allowing that movement to flow through the body. We meet in stillness. Inner thighs are active. We're aware of the body. Bring the left knee into the chest. Foot comes through between the hands. Back knee drops to the mat. Find this lunge position. Take that time to notice how this feels in the body. When you're ready, we're going to begin the next flow of movements. Hand sweep up to the sky. And then as we bring the hands down, the hips are going to shift back into that half split. Flowing up and forward through the lunge. Hips sweep back, arms sweep down. Now, if you're finding the balance hard here, keep the hands on the floor and shift just between the lunge and the half splits. Meeting in that lunge. Arms up to the sky. Shoulders soft down away from the ears. Let's bring our hands to our heart in prayer. And then beginning to twist from the torso over to the left. Perhaps this is enough. Perhaps we hook that right elbow to the outer edge of the left knee. Deepening the twist here. Trying to keep the legs nice and active. Really allow all that sensation to draw you into your body. As we unravel, reach those hands back to the sky. Left hand is going to come to the floor, finding some level of side bend. Right hand reaching over past the ear towards the left. Looking for an open chest here. Right hand comes down. We frame that front foot, tuck the back toes, lift up off the back knee. Front foot goes back, downward dog, pedal out the legs here. Wee bit of movement before we do the other side. Finding stillness, take a breath. Right knee into the chest, foot comes through between the hands. Find that shape first. Connect to this posture. Feel into the body. And when you're ready, we begin to explore movement. Hands sweep up. Hands sweep down, hips go back. You set your pace here. You move as fast or as slow as you need. Working with the breath. Last one, forward into our lunge, hands to the sky. Palms meet, they come down to the heart. Maybe this is enough for you today. If we've got the space, we're rotating to the right. Maybe that left elbow hooks to the outer right knee. Look for space in the body. Gently we unravel, hands back to the sky, right hand to the floor. If it doesn't reach, just begin to find that opposite pull of the hands, right fingertips away from the left. If that right hand gets to the floor, you can be there for that bit of support as we tip the left hand over, finding that length through the side body. Top fingers pull us all the way up. We frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift up off the back knee. Front foot goes back, downward dog. Movement or stillness. We're just here for 2 breaths. One more in and sigh it out. Allow the knees to drop to the floor, and let's untuck the toes. Chest goes forward. We begin to lower down through the upper body so that we meet on the floor. Begin to lift up to our cobra. Lots of activity through the belly and melt it down. A little bit of flow here. Somewhere, it doesn't have to be the full cobra, somewhere between that lifted state and a lowered position. Let it be fluid. Next time we're lifted in our cobra, hips shift back for a child's pose. Big toes can be together, knees nice and wide. Check in here. Gently peeling ourselves all the way up. We're going to finish back in that seated position. Any last little wriggles or movement that we need? Check back in. Let there be softness through the shoulders, the jaw, the knees. Noticing anything that's coming up, any sensations, allowing them to be without trying to clarify or categorize, just practicing awareness. Hands meet at the heart, bowing the chin to the chest. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope that has helped shift your mood, your perspective for the day, and that you can move through the rest of your day, whatever that means for you, just that little bit lighter. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.